Hey everybody, Glecko here, back with yet another video. It's gonna be another, anime, recap or talk. So in this video, I want to talk about this anime. I literally I started watching this last night and I finished it this morning. It's called Chilling in Another World with it's either with at level 2 with the super cheat power. Basically, this story is about a man named Banaza who lives in a world. Okay, so it's another whole isekai type thing. Man goes to another world, but this one's kind of a little different because this guy actually already lives in a world with magic and stuff. And he just gets sent to another one, and that's a slight little detail or slight thing about it, but I find that to be very fascinating because usually somebody who lives in modern times, then they get sent to medieval. You know how it is. So yeah, now he is actually one of two people who are summoned by the king of this world, because the king who's in this country, the ruler of that kingdom, they summon these two people because they need help fighting the demon lord and his army. Now, when Banaza first gets there, his stats show that of a regular person. So everyone throws him to the side. But the guy who gets sit next to him has 999 in all his stats. But as you guys can probably guess, Banaza actually is overpowered. We'll get to that later. Let me go ahead and a little more into the plot. So Banaza gets banished. The king actually tries to kill him. The king sends him somewhere to a dangerous forest infested with demons, and gives him a bag that draws monsters and demons to him. Banaza is attacked by slimes. Banaza kills the slimes, and then he levels up to level 2, and all of his stats go to infinity, and he unlocks a whole bunch of magic. So throughout the rest of the series, he meets new and different types of allies. He builds a new life for himself. He becomes extremely overpowered. It is revealed that his skill is something of infinity. Basically, his stats are infinite, and any type of magic used against him, he can now use. Like, he is attacked by a djinn at one point, and the djinn uses her light and dark magic, and then Banaza gets the light and dark magic. And even though she used a spell, but he gained all of her power, and then he was able to use it. So, but another thing about this, because this is a big plot point, one of his main allies was a demon girl named Fenrir. Fenrir was at first, because Banaza goes to become an adventurer. Once he realizes his power, Banaza uses a magic spell to hide his identity, and he goes to the Adventurers Guild and he registers. There's a little girl who's begging for help, and Banaza takes her. Now, there are some knights who are watching the girl because they believe she's the demon who's been capturing people and eating them. So, long story short, they all go back to the forest where the little girl needs to go. Banaza uses his teleportation, which is weird because only he should not only he, but teleportation is for very, very high level beings, but. And that's Fenrir on the screen here. But nonetheless, Fenrir reveals she's a demon. The other knights are helpless. It's revealed that it's three girls. It's that's pretty much it. It's revealed that they're super weak. Banaza saves them, gets them out of there. He defeats Fenrir, and Fenrir falls in love with him not merely because of his power, but because of the fact that he didn't want to kill her. Because she surrendered. So she kind of fell in love with his character. And eventually they rescue, throughout they go through the rest of the story. And eventually they run into the female knights again who are in trouble with the bears. Banaza saves them. He takes them in. He meets all type of different creatures and stuff. I'm not going to talk about the plot all day. I'm not going to bore you guys to death. But there's some things about this. So, one key thing about Banaza. Like I said, he disguises himself when he first gets to that world, and he starts using his magic. What you're seeing on the screen right now, that is the disguise he keeps throughout the story. He does not go back to his regular form. Banaza also has, he does not like to fight, and he hates killing even more. So there's like I said, there's a big war between the humans and the demons in this world. Oh, and it's a lot of plot points. I'll get to it. and both sides repeatedly try to entice him to join. And he just Bonanza shoots him down. He's not interested in fighting, and I kind of like I respect the whole peace loving thing, but at some point, like he could see the devastation stuff that was going. I feel like he personally could have done more to help out. So I kind of give him an L protagonist on that point. I don't like the fact that he keeps himself disguised either, but whatever. He's cool and all, but he's not my favorite protagonist. Like I don't think I think he needs to be a little more hands-on. That's just me. But another thing, like I said, there was another person who got sent to this world. Not alongside him, but as he was sent, there was another person sent from another world. I hate this character. He's a typical royal, stuck up, rich, pricky boy. He is named the hero, but eventually they call him the false hero, and it's revealed that he's a coward. Every time there's a big battle, he runs, and I think it's revealed in the story that he's not much stronger than like a peak human. He said if he goes up against any monsters, he loses, and he gets captured and. Like he's always like he tries a lot of evil. So like he releases this evil djinn, which would eventually team up with Bonanza after Bonanza defeats it. But the evil djinn, he has the djinn go kill Bonanza because prior to this he found out that Bonanza was really strong, so he went to go enlist Bonanza's help in the war. Bonanza told him no, and Bonanza embarrassed him when he showed him how powerful he was, and the guy runs off. So, the hijinks with him, with he's the false hero and his servant. I didn't quite like that. I didn't like that guy. I feel like he took up screen time, but all in all, this was a pretty solid anime. I enjoyed it. I will say it picked up in the latter halves. With there's a whole plot line with the Demon King. He's the guy at the very back, the really tall, dark looking guy. He and his brother actually tries to take the throne from him. The Demon King actually just gives up the throne and he just leaves. Like he doesn't want to. He doesn't care. He Gorg or Gozel or something like that. I think that's the guy name. He's one of the knights that Bonanza and his wife Fenrir took in. Is named Bellarosa, and he actually has a thing for Bellarosa. But his servant, the cat girl, she has a thing for him. So it's a lot of like love triangles and stuff. I will say one thing. Like I said, Fenrir, she becomes infatuated with Bonanza, and relatively early on, they actually become like an official couple, and I like that. I want more anime to start doing this. Like, stop dancing around these whole love stories, love angles. Like, just put them together. And, they're together for the bulk of the story. And one last thing, it should also be noted that Bonanza in his previous life, he was actually a merchant, but in his world there was a lot of racism towards things that weren't human. So I think that kind of influences the way he thinks about the demons. Like, he doesn't really hate demons, and he more so just wants a peaceful life, and he actually likes this world better than his own because of how well different races and stuff are treated there. So he's a strictly on the fence type person. But yeah, all in all, I'll go ahead and say this anime, it's good. It's good. It's got a lot of things I don't like, and some of these are just nitpicky on my part. Like, for example, the false hero. I didn't really like his storyline. Honestly, I wish he had got killed off or just put in jail and then stayed there. But yeah, and I wish Bonanza would have had more fight scenes. I don't know if you can classify this as a battle anime or whatever, or battle, like that. But I don't know. I would have, because he's so overpowered. That's what we want to see. We don't. No, it's not. It was nice to give the side characters some stuff to do, but you really want to see the main character use his powers and all that. But but I don't know. I'll give it a pass. Like, I'll give it a 7 out of 10. It's a fun isekai adventure type thing. Really cool cast members. There are a lot of funny moments in here that I quite liked. So yeah, that's in the king, he actually gets usurped by his daughter. His daughter, and she's a much better ruler than him. And the queen and the daughter, when she comes to rule, she apologizes to Bonza for how the kingdom treated him and all that. But it's a lot of it's actually a lot of plot stories within this anime for anime that's only like 12 episodes. So, you know. But yeah, I ain't gonna drag it on too much long. This is Greco. Thank y'all for watching. See ya.